Sunfall here with a guide for Downtown Special Kunio kun's historical period drama. That's a mouthful. So firstly we want to hit B, and then we'll have this little thing. That's our cutscene here, which we can skip with Y, and then you just want to hit B here. That guy's our loading screen, but anyway, we want to push Y here immediately and scroll over to this thing here. Push B, then scroll over, push B, and then Y. And then we'll be back at this menu. Now you scroll up one. This thing here, and you hit A to take off the points. This is our stats. And then we want to put 80% of our stats in the third slot there. And then we want to put 20% into stamina. For every 10 kills on an enemy, we will get stats. So you want to make a save. If you push Y and then you push A, you can also see a map. This will see the colors. You want to first pick up a weapon, so you can pick this up with B and then A, or you can pick it up with just A and he'll auto pick it up. The reason for that is he carries it. So there's a trick to getting bad guys to spawn, and sometimes if you want to run to a new area where the guy spawns, here's your loading screen. You'll run into a new area. Right now I'm taking out these guys because every 10 kills gets us XP. And we will get 80% weapon XP, but they're giving too much trouble, and I don't have a weapon, so I went to go get a new weapon. This will take a little bit, but basically with the sky blue, you want to milk them for stats first, and then after you win a K, or 1,000 yen, you want to kill them. With pink goons, never kill them, never kill the leader. Just kill the goons for cash, but never actually kill the leader. On the main list we have here, these are the colors we're going to need to kill. So we have sky blue, light yellow, light green, yellow, dark blue, dark yellow, light purple, dark grey, dark brown, navy blue, brown, black, and brown. But there are a few extra colors I haven't mentioned, and this is because with the game has a bit of RNG. So what might appear for you doesn't necessarily appear for me, but I've come up with a solid order that I was able to duplicate. So as long as you do sort of follow my order, you should be good. But basically what we're doing right now is we're trying to train up our weapons. It takes a little bit to get this to work where I want them to move. As you can see, the blue group's no longer there. I just had to go to two different areas. So where I was before is another area, and we have the blue group here. This is in the town. The weapon is very slow, don't get me wrong, but it's worth it. Be careful of your partner doing moves like that, it's annoying. Once you get cornered, it's just better to take off so you don't die. It doesn't matter if you die, you just lose half your money, but if you can try and maintain not dying, you'll be in a better situation later. The bucket is also a good weapon. The bucket and the cart are your two best weapons. The cart is especially the best one. Once you have trained up your weapon skill enough, you'll see why. Once you have the weapon, I should mention that it is B to melee. Yeah, it was very important that you went into the menu that I showed you at the start and changed that, because that's your difficulty, and without changing that you won't earn your achievement, you'll actually avoid it. So it's the first thing you have to actually do. And then the stats, it's very important to make sure you put your weapons. See, I've cut out a lot of the fighting, but what I'm doing is I'm not actually killing Blue's leader, I'm just killing the goons. Because you don't need to see me train, but I wanted to show you how it's done. And this isn't straight away, I didn't get to kill all of them straight away, I did have to wait to earn more skill. But right here, this music change, this is how you know the boss is here, and that's the boss sitting there. Instead of killing him, you always want to run away. I wanted to show that. So these are the current stats you start with, they're very basic. See, the reason that the weapon is the most effective method, I think, for this game, is because when you knock them down, you can still hit them. The bucket also has the same reach, but it's just a little bit more difficult to use. Whereas this, you can just lay into them from the distance, because you need to take out their energy more than their health. You can't start dealing damage to their health until you take down their energy. This is also why I put our stats into energy over health, because with max energy, it is a much easier game than max health. It's very odd to say that, but it's true. Right here you can see the bucket being used on him while he's down. Just as effective. Fortunately I had to read the bucket and it landed on my partner. This can happen. So your stats are located right here. If you push Y and push B, you can view them, and then you can push Y. As you can see, my stamina is going up slowly. See, if you push B to pick up the car over A, he carries it behind him. That's why you have to hit A to actually make it a weapon. And that's why when you pick up the card, it's better just to hit A on it. But as you can see, we've now earned the ability we were after. And as you can see, we're doing 30 damage with a weapon, and it's insanely fast. This is what we were training for. And as you can see, we've got 780 yen. This is our map and our location of the people, and this is our stats. 71 and 91. 71 is when you unlock the ability, it's not when it's fully done. This is how quick you can take out a boss now. So that's Blue taken out. You can go in here and pay for this. It'll cost you 100 yen, but this will completely heal you. I wouldn't recommend doing it often. But as you can see, new enemies appear. Light yellow is all the way up the top, and I don't go that far. I'd rather wait for them to come to us. So this is the pink goons that I was talking about. So we just want to kill the goons themselves. Never ever kill the leader. In the entire game, we don't kill the leader. We leave them alive. And he made me drop my weapon, so it was better just to leave and pick up a new one. After training off them, I now have 1,000 because I killed the blue team earlier, I didn't have 1,000, and I wanted 1,000 before we walked away. So instead I used the pink for that. As you can see, the yellow team has now moved in closer while we were training. I'm at 103 for my weapon stats. They stop at 237, I think it is. Yeah, for every 10 kills, my weapon stats go up 80%, and my stamina stats go up 20%. And that's how the distribution of your points works. But the goal is to follow the color diversion, or the color order I've given slightly, with a few diversions of colors that you're gonna see me kill. And once we've killed the last one, which is brown, that'll be all of them, and we can finish the game. So for now, we want to take out the light yellow goons. While you were training, if you killed blue like I did while you were training on pink, hopefully light yellow moved into a closer proximity for you. This area is not ideal. I actually dislike this area, but it's random where they go, so no choice. As you can see though, the bucket is very useful. Just as useful as the cart. Sometimes it takes a while to take out all the goons. Just because of the area that you're in. Alright, now we got the mob of boss. So I recommend always saving it before a mob boss fight. And this one, the yellow ones, will have 2. Occasionally when you beat a mob boss, a bit of text will come up on the, and it'll give you an option for left or right. Always select the right text. My AI actually took them out, which was kind of impressive. Usually it's not very helpful. So as you can see on your map, new colors have spawned. And we've also increased our stats. Your stats may represent different to my stats depending on how much you milked sky blue or pink for stats. The health stat is just below the stamina stats, just that way you know in case you wanted to upgrade your stamina and then go straight to health. So by moving to the town, what I'm trying to do is shift the locations because they follow you, a lot of them. As you can see, we're at 1,500 yen now. We're trying to make 3,000 yen. I found myself a cart, which is way better than the bucket, so I've swapped over. This guy that shows up, he is your loading screen, and basically that helps with shifting them to the locations you want. And as you can see, we have had someone move, and green has now just moved. light green's the color we actually want. So while we're heading to light green, we came across light grey. If you come across light grey, he has no goons, so I recommend killing him because it's free cash, free boss cash for a kill. And that takes out one more colour, so we have less colours in rotation at the moment. That screen I keep going into is the inventory, and I just keep accidentally doing that, so don't worry about that. But light green has moved into the main territory, which is exactly what I wanted, because light green does follow you. Here they are here, so now we can take out light green. Remember to collect the coins they drop, or the yen. We are trying to build up 3k for something. Yeah, I love to steal your weapon, and I also love to knock you down. That was picking up with A, much easier, as you saw, and quicker. The main reason I run away is sometimes if they're close to the border of the map, you just can't hit them. So the appearance of the mobs, you can actually take advantage of the yen. The yen does disappear though, but if you don't collect it straight away, and you take a little bit of time, not too long, because like I said, you haven't got long, that's when the next one appears. So until that yen disappears, you won't have another mob appear. Or goon, depending on what you want to refer to them as. As you can see, the coin just disappeared, because I couldn't collect it because it was off screen, and after it disappeared, so did the boss appear. You want to try and get behind the boss sometimes so that you can shift them to a fight zone that's much easier for you. And with that, the light green boss is dead. And now we have close to 2,000 yen. And the pink goons have followed me into town, so I may as well take advantage and take out the pink goons. Again, never take out the leader, just the goons. It's easy yen. Controls are quite simple. As I said, you push Y to get to that menu, you navigate over to the certain things you want, you push B to use what you want, or A in case you're removing points, and then you push Y to leave those menus. You also pop up the menu with Y and A to see your map. Figured I'll mention that while we're fighting. I would have sped up the fights, but I figured that it would be more effective for me to show you them in real time. Like for example with the pink goons, I wanted to show you that I quite literally fight them until the boss spawns and then I run away whenever I come across them. They're easy yen, and you don't need to actually kill pink ever. So, boss is showing up, I know by the music, so I leave. Now, down here is actually a hidden spot. This is the 4th location of the starting area. So if you can't find the color, but the color is in proximity, this is where they'll be hiding. This is dark yellow. Wait, this is just yellow, sorry. Got a bit ahead of myself. Because we just took out light green, so yeah, this is yellow. Since he's off screen, I'm just waiting for him to come closer, so that way I can knock him down and actually get the kill. Your bot can die, and he only loses half his money. It doesn't affect yours, so do not worry. It just means that you have to fight without the bot, which isn't necessarily that hard, as you can see. Don't know why that mob was insanely slow, but that goon was. So now we got the boss fight, so always save it before the boss fight. Now the trick is, in an area like this where it's flat, you can just stand at a distance and hammer B, and he can come to you, and you can damage him, because you can throw the weapon faster than he can throw anything to you. Because he's going to keep rolling off screen, I keep moving back, trying to get into a position where he doesn't, because I want to try and collect his yen. Luckily for me, I did get him into a good position I could collect the yen, so that's good. And that is yellow taken care of, so I already got four colors off our list. As you can see, some new colors have appeared. The next color we need is dark blue. We have 2,500 yen, so we're only 500 away from having 3,000 yen. Our stats were at 127, so we can actually take away the weapons from 80%. We don't need that anymore. I would recommend putting at least 90% into your stamina and 10 into your health now. Stamina is very important with this game. So I got lucky, and dark blue were pretty close by. They were in the next area. It's not the greatest area to fight in, but it's not the worst. Sometimes if you notice they don't drop yen, it's either you collect it that fast or it just doesn't do it. I'm not sure why. But after this fight, we should have our 3,000 or close to it. See, the AI can sometimes knock them into the area that you can hit them, which sucks. In those cases, I move back so that way it gives them time to get up and come closer. another area where they can get stuck. It's RB to jump. Just in case you want to know that. That's how I'm jumping into the foreground. RB and up on the D-pad. Yeah, get very annoying very quickly when he keeps bumping them off the screen so you can't kill them. Makes fights take longer than they need to. So now we're up to the boss, so we save it. I moved because the AI wouldn't let me get any shots in and I wanted to collect these yen, but he kept knocking him off screen. I didn't want to risk him going off screen. So now we've got 2,900 yen, so we're very close to our 3,000. I was looking for the closest mob of bad guys so I could make that extra 100 yen. Thankfully Pink is still here. See how annoying the AI can be, throwing them into the areas you don't want, and then you lose yen because of it. They're helpful sometimes, but other times they just get in your way. I don't think I mentioned it, and if I didn't, I'm sorry, but it's X to view how much yen you have. Now we have 3,000 yen. So I wanted to mention that to view your yen, you hit X, and that'll change the screen over, and then you hit X again to change it back to your health. I don't think I've mentioned it, and I do apologize for that. It's hard to remember everything to tell you guys button-wise. But as I was going towards the location to spend the 3,000 yen, light blue had moved in, so I am taking advantage to take out light blue, and if you have the same situation, I suggest you do the same thing, lest we have to take out later. As always, focus on taking out the goons. If they run off screen, you just wait for them to come back, and as always, if your AI is taken out, just play it safe and maybe save a couple of times. So now that the mob boss is here, I'm gonna save it so that way I can beat him. Sometimes it can be tricky to get behind them, but you gotta do it before they talk, because if they finish their conversation then they will start attacking you. But just like that, he is dead. And again, see X to check, we've got 3,400 yen. So we've got more than enough for what we need. So you want to head left. Then we want to head left again until we get to this bridge, then we want to head up. Then you want to head up past these parts, again it's RB to jump. And then you want to head left here. We're going to a secret shop, so you want to go down here and then just run across. You could jump it if you wanted, but I didn't want to direct you that way. I wanted the easiest method for you. When we get to these stairs, you want to go up and then turn around and go up this set. Then when we get to these stairs, you want to go left here and up this set here. Then when we get to this set, you gotta position yourself just right, but you can fall down with down on the D-pad, and if you do it just right, you'll be able to walk across here. And then we'll be in the secret shop where we can buy this for 3,000 yen. Once we buy that, pop up Y with the menu and push B. This will allow you to go into your inventory, push B to use it. Once it has a heart on it, you know you've used it. Push Y to get out of that menu, and then you can save it. Push Y again, or push A actually and go to your map. You can actually fast travel now with B to the location of the mobs. This is what we were saving up for. So in case you get this location, there's 3 spots you can go to. One's here by going up through that hole, one's falling down here. Technically 4 locations because it's the starter location. I went the wrong way, so I'm back at the starting area. But the 4th location of dark yellow, which is what we're trying to get to, is this way. Just be careful of those like bubbly lava things, they can hurt you. And as you can see, they're in a town in this area, so that's nice. But now that we have fast travel, it's going to speed up this game by a lot. Now we have the mob, so boss, so we save it again. As you can see, the text came up. Always select right, and then B, and then right, and then B. So the next color we need is light purple. I'm saving before the fight. Again, to fast travel, it's Y, then A to open up the map, and then B once you've moved over with the D-pad to your location. hopefully when you have to fast travel you don't get silly locations. I get lucky and a lot of my locations are starting areas and areas I know, not the really far out areas. You can always do the trick of going into loading screens to move them around to get them into a more favorable position if you don't like the spot they take you to. We do still have to collect GN, but not for the purpose of buying anything other than health from the food shop that I showed you. As you can see how awkward they are when they're off screen. Alright, now we're up to the boss, we can save it. I was getting impatient waiting for him because the AI kept attacking him. But he's dead, so that's all that matters. And now we can save it. And now we can move on to the next color, which is dark grey. Dark grey we have to fight twice. If you want him to move places, just beat up other colors while you wait. Just don't kill the leader of the other colors. This particular position I had dark grey in is not a favorable area because they kept rolling up the hill, which makes no sense. You can't roll up a hill. They kept putting them into hard to hit positions because of it, as you're seeing. Because they would roll just straight off the map. So I do actually save it a few times here because I'm trying to slowly whittle them down and work with this area. So there's no boss music, but I can still hear music of goons. So I know there's a goon that's off screen somewhere, and I'm guessing it was this side. And look at what I found. He was stuck off screen for some reason. I just got lucky with my guess that he was on this side too. So now we're up to the boss of the dark greys. I'm moving objects out of the way so that they don't get in my way when I'm fighting. It's the last thing you want. Now we can take on the dark grey boss. Again, select the option on the right with B twice. Now we can go to our map. I would suggest healing. I went into the wrong store. It's the one next door, so just scroll down to the bottom option and hit B so you don't buy anything. And then you can actually buy the health you want. So our stamina is maxed. So we're going to put it into our health now. $239 is the max for stamina. I also put 10% into, basically you'd call it resistance. So again, I'm just getting dark grey to move position, so I'm taking out this mob a little bit till that dark grey moves. And as you can see, dark grey has now moved. I didn't even have to fully fight them or finish them off. And now we can take out dark grey again. Luckily I pay attention to what's around the screen, because he stole my cart, but I was able to get a new cart. So now we can save it again. I went to the wrong side. Sometimes the mob boss isn't on the side you think they are. And now we can take out the grey leader again. The dark grey, I should say. Next color we want is brown, but if we don't see brown, the next color you want to take out is light grey. This is just if you don't see light brown, as he will run away. You can kill him if you want, but he doesn't have any mobs with him, so it's the easiest color to remove from the equation. I do try to kill him, but the AI has other ideas, unfortunately for me. See how the AI keeps throwing him, and eventually threw him off screen on me. Oh well. Brown should appear now. As you can see right there, there's brown. Or I should say dark brown. Not to be confused with just brown. So this is area 2. You want to go up the ramp. And that'll get you to area 2 of this area, where dark brown is, if you got unlucky like me and had pink first. Be careful of your AI knocking your weapon out of your hand constantly, it's so much fun. I will include the controls in the description of the video as well, just to make it that much easier. Figure I'll mention that while we're fighting. Once we beat Dark Brown, we're actually very close to the end of the game. We've got our boss fight now, so we should save it. And that is Dark Brown taken care of. Now we look for Navy Blue, and lucky for us, Navy Blue is in the town, starter town, so it makes it so much easier. So we can start by taking out the goons. Navy Blue technically is a ×2 as well, but the only reason it's a ×2 is because it's not necessarily a ×2 like Dark Grey is. It's more a ×2 because if Brown doesn't show up, you'll need to take it out again, basically. Colors in rotation, the only way to change colors is by take out other colors, but if you take out the specific ones I tell you to take out, you'll get the results I got, because I was able to repeat these results by following this specific list. Otherwise it usually is random. The battle zones are definitely random though, like you might see me fighting in town and you might get unlucky and have to go to, for example, the hidden area. So now we got the boss fight, so you want to save it. try and get into a position so that they'll both run at you. The AI will probably get taken out because he wants to try and fight them both. There's one down. Again, select the second option. And there we go. I would recommend healing. It's been a while since I healed. I should heal way more often than I do, and I recommend you guys do. It's not that far to travel now that you have fast travel back to the starting area to go to the sushi restaurant. I guess it is. So now that's done. As you can see, we're taking out Navy again. Because we don't have brown. I'm just checking out my stats. As you can see, my health is on 0. That's why I said stamina is way more important, because taking out your stamina is what will kill me. This mob was being very tough too, this navy blue mob. I really don't like the desert area. It's very tricky to try and get anything done. So now we save it because we're investing the leader. Now we can save it. Now if you still don't have brown, the next color to clear out is light blue. As you can see, I still don't have brown. I'm gonna go heal first, of course, because that fight was brutal. And I went down instead of up, but that was okay because I had a conversation with Yuki, so I suggest you do the same thing. See? Light blue has no goons, so we can just take out light blue. You can also just let him run away if you want. It'll clear him from the board, giving us brown. The AI puts him in a position he can run away again. But that's okay. As you can see, brown's now arrived. So we want to take out brown. Again, this is a very awkward area, so trying to get the kills can be a little bit challenging. So now the boss is up, so we save it, and then we take out the boss. So if we don't see black, again we want to clear out light blue. Because light blue has no mobs, so he can either run away or you can try and kill him. I always try and kill them for the extra money, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. But black is now shown up, so we can take out black. I didn't know you could, but apparently you can save on the map screen as well, but just for safety's sake I wanted to save on the actual screen with the black mob. And now I just have to take out the goons, and then we can take out the leader that's dressed in black. Since this is close to the second last fight, I'm actually saving it a bit more often while I'm fighting the mobs. I really recommend while you're playing the whole game to save it a bit more often than I do. And as you can see, they've taken out the AI again, which is fine. That's why I'm playing it a little bit cautious. Now we're up to the boss. As you can see, there's 2 to take out. I accidentally threw my weapon, which is not ideal, but thankfully they got stuck. This guy does a spinning jump attack, so what the best strategy I found for him in this area, not so much other areas, was to try and... You can actually turn that around on him, as you can see, and turn yourself around. But I found the best strategy for him was to just try and do as much damage as possible, as quickly as possible, so he didn't hit you with that. And we've got 1 color left, which is brown. Once we take out brown, it'll wipe out all the other colors, and we can go to the end of the game. I'm gonna get some health since it's the last fight. And now all we have to do is take out brown. Once we do that, we can finish the game. And now we got the last boss fight. Now we can save it. Congrats on clearing out all the bosses, you beat them all. I just wanted to say that and add that in. As you can see, no enemies on the map, so we can teleport to the starter location, have a last meal, because who doesn't want to finish a game with full health? And then go into this location. Once we go into this location, we'll get this little chat with this guy. It's a loading screen Once we come out of it, these guys will be talking. And we will be faced with a choice soon. You want to select the second option. As you can see, I selected the second option on the right. Now we enter the second cutscene, and this is when our achievements will pop very shortly. This is the first one, you did it. That's for clearing the game. And we get the second one, which is with Otaku, get the hidden ending. And then we get the one that we worked so hard for, which is Ace. Clear hard mode without using the beetle or the gambling room. The beetle is a cheat code. Thought I'd point that out. So you don't want to enter the cheat code. So we want to go into the manual all the way across to get master control for opening all the manuals. Then we can push B and we can go into the settings, display settings, scan lines, and we can change it over and push B, and that'll get us CRT screen. Then we can go to the sound settings. And we can turn reverb on. And that'll get us reverberation of sound. And then we can return to the top menu, go to the settings in the main menu, individual settings, and select another avatar with A. Then we can edit our background. And we can select another background and push A, that'll get us the background. Change your background achievement. And we can go to online play. Create a room. I accidentally closed it. And then you want to set it to only friends, create a room. That'll get us show us what you got. And like always, we got one last achievement left. The completion achievement. In order to get this, we just need to close the game, quit the game, and then relaunch it. Upon the game relaunching, we will get the completion achievement. And with that, we have the completion. Congratulations.